What's going on, y'all? It's time for Couch Chronicles. I look a little rough today, y'all gotta excuse me. My hair is back here conditioning. It's going through its little condition mode. And thinking about doing something different to my hair. I'll show y'all later. Not now, but next week maybe. So anyway, I come to y'all just to kind of talk. Today's video should not be long at all, or whatnot. I really enjoyed all of your comments from the previous video, videos, and I thank y'all so much for y'all support. I thank you so much for your encouragement, you know, not just for me but to all the other ladies as well. And thank you so much for sharing your testimonies in the comment section. Like, so many of y'all have told your stories, and you know, and that's going to be encouragement for someone else that's reading or coming to see this video, you know, the previous videos, and then they look at the comments and they're looking at all these other women that have similar issues to them, you know, or just, you know, a sense of encouragement for them to start their journey or continue their journey. So just know that, you know, you may be putting a comment on there to tell me, you know, about what you've been through and so forth, but in the end you're helping someone else. You know, you're benefiting someone else in the future, and it can be years and years down the line. You know, everybody has to grow up and attempt to have kids, or, you know, go through this stressful process. However, when they look back at this video, let's say in 2050 and YouTube is still around, and let's say that some young lady is like, oh my gosh, you know, I just want to have a baby, blah blah, and she looks at the internet and she can see, wow, so way back in 2000 and such, this person and that person was having this kind of issue, and this is what they went through, this is what they did. So these videos will be helpful to the next generation and the next generation after that and after that. So anyway, by me saying that, it kind of leads me into the subject of what I wanted to kind of talk about. And like I said, it's nothing too extreme today, but I thought I'd mention it, especially with the intro that I just came up with all of a sudden, you know, about helping others and being a voice for the community. Even if you don't have a YouTube channel and posting videos, just by commenting, you know, leaving your comment below, that's encouragement enough for the next person. So you're still leaving your stamp, you know, about your journey, and you're leaving that for someone else. I keep hearing some noise. So anyway, that brings me to, so Friday, well, backtrack a little bit. As y'all know, a couple of videos ago, I told y'all I was fighting with the insurance. I've been fighting with them because they don't have an actual flexible spending card that they send everybody, that my job is actually a reimbursement type deal, which that let's not even talk about the insurance. So anyway, every time you have a procedure, instead of me swiping the card like I've been doing at any other job and any other insurance, with this one here, you have to actually submit your receipt, submit your bill, and then get reimbursed. You have to explain all this history. You have to explain too much just to get money back that you haven't taken out of your check. So anyway, we have a split up where we have to pay, it's time or due for our storage fees. And basically the storage fees, because we have 13 babies on ice. We have 13 babies in the fridge, and we have to pay for their babysitting fees, you know, and it's kind of expensive. However, it's cheaper than paying daycare every month, like, you know, that. So I'm paying a really good fee for them right now, so I know I'll be paying a pretty penny for daycare once the baby or babies get here. So anyway, we had to pay, you know, $500, and they was like, well, just pay $250 right now and then pay $250 in 2 weeks or whatever. You know, they're real good about, you know, how you make your payments. Excuse me. So anyway, I called in to make half the payment, the $250, and I got this. I'm not sure if she is part of the nursing staff or if she just part of the more like triage, like not triage, but more of like the reception, paperwork, desk area, because I don't think I've ever met this young lady here. And I'm saying young lady, but she's probably way older than me too, but you know, I don't want to call her old or young, you know. But anyway, this lady that I spoke with, her name was Liz, or her name is Liz. And like I said, I don't remember ever speaking to her, so I think she's new. And so anyway, and if not, then I must be mistaking her for someone else. I'm not sure. But anyway, long story short, yeah, right, huh? So, don't be blowing while I'm doing a video. You got no reason to be blowing. I hate people pull up and just blow. You got, this is not a house. This is an apartment. So this lady by the name of Liz gets on the phone, and you know, I'm telling her, I'm just like, you know, I'm just having a pretty rough day. I've been fighting with the insurance, you know, because what they did was I had submitted a claim and it said online processed. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, and they said processed means a decision has been made. So I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna be waiting for my money, I guess, you know. So I'm waiting. So after about 4 or 5 days of waiting, I decided to call. Well, that same day I called, the same day that I paid this $250. So when I called the insurance, and they told me, well, no, it's been declined because we need something else to be submitted. What more do y'all need than a receipt to show that I paid at a medical facility? But of course, they need to know what specifically was done. I'm like, I had hair removed from my butt. How about them apples? I'm sorry, y'all. They make me so mad. They make me so mad. Oh my gosh, they'll make somebody lose all their religion. All of it. Every ounce of it. So anyway, so basically, like I said, I was having a rough day. So I called her, and I was telling her I want to go ahead and make a payment. And I was just like, it's just been such a crappy day. And I was just like, you know, I'm trying to stay motivated and, you know, stay encouraged. And I said, I feel like, you know, you take one step forward. I mean, you go one step forward and you get knocked back 2 steps back, you know. And it's just like, it's, you know, at that point in time, I was like, man, I just want this stuff to progress. I'm ready to get pregnant already and get it popping, get it moving. Like, I'm tired of being stagnant, you know. I'm just right here, you know. And it's like, yes, we are, you know, getting pregnant this year. However, we have to pay this amount of money and to pay all this stuff, and then still we have to wait on the cycle and it's net. So that's another thing I'm gonna let y'all know about, that crazy thing. So anyway, so I was telling her just, you know, about a crappy day I've been having, you know, which I'm glad she was just there to listen, because I needed to kind of pour it out on somebody besides my poor husband and my mom and whoever was called. So anyway, I was talking to her and I was like, yeah, having a very crappy day. And yeah, I've said that about 3 or 4 times already. And she was like, oh, she's like, I'm sorry. She said, well, just know that it's gonna happen, like that. And I said, yeah, I said, I know it's gonna happen. I said, it's just the journey, you know. And I said, I'm trying to just enjoy the journey. I said, but when, you know, when you have a plan, you know, kind of how you thought things were gonna go, it does make you a little upset at times when things doesn't go your way, you know, just like anybody. You know, if you saving your money for a brand new car and then all of a sudden your house catch on fire, you got to use that money for a house instead of a car. So now you're like, man. So it's kind of like that, you know, with the hubby car, as y'all seen on the previous video, his car had to be put in the shop. That was $900. So it was not expecting that we were trying to put towards our IVF. And it's just like, dang, like something else. But, you know, God has perfect timing. Evidently, he know when that baby's supposed to be, I ain't gonna say conceived, because they're already conceived, but as far as that baby's particular birthday, you know, he knows when that baby or babies are supposed to be born. So, you know, I was like, okay, I'm gonna move on. So anyway, I'm talking to her and stuff, and she goes, we were just talking back and forth, you know, about it, and I was just telling her, you know, yada yada yada. I was just telling her about how I was feeling, and I was just like, hey, by the way, you know, if you know anybody, because that's a fertility clinic, of course. And I was like, well, if you know anybody that, you know, has faced some dilemmas and, you know, faced some trials or whatever, or needs some advice on things or has questions, I said, you know, give them my YouTube. And I gave the YouTube name or whatever. That way, if anybody out there, you know, needs some encouragement. I mean, we're just a very big community that, you know, of course, encourages each other. because we need encouragement, and no matter what step you in and how far along, and even women that didn't have babies still need encouragement, because some of those have lost previous children, so they dealing with a lot of stuff, you know. So it's I feel like the encouragement never should end. She was like, yeah, she said, but just remember, it is gonna happen. She was telling me, I'm not sure if she said that it was something that morning she had read, but basically she had read something, and she was like, the first time she said it was so smooth, and I was trying to write it down as she said it, and it was like, if you're, because I was explaining to her how I felt like, you know, at this point right now, I've been helpful to a lot of people. You know, I've been trying to help people, and it's not just the IVF community, it's the hair community as well. I answer lots of questions, and like I said, this isn't my only YouTube. I have another hair channel, but with my Instagram and my Facebook, I have a lot of people that decided to go natural, and a lot of questions. I mean, a lot of questions. I get people that aren't even my friend on Facebook that'll inbox me and ask me a hair question. So I get a lot of those. So I'm constantly, I feel like I'm constantly informing and constantly educating on both subjects, you know, infertility and on the hair. So anyway, I was just telling her, I said, yeah, I just, you know, I'm trying to stay, you know, encouraged. I said, I feel like I'm constantly helping everybody else, and everybody else is like getting everything that they're wanting or achieving the things that they're needing and stuff like that. And I said, I just feel like I'm, like I said, stagnant. I'm just like, you know, I'm blessed and I'm happy because I do have 13 embryos, so I don't have to go through that procedure, you know, to get those. So I have those. I now have a tack that I want to put to use. Now I just have to get to where they can put in, take, you know, get the embryo back in, and then I have to get past the hump of, you know, hearing the heartbeats, watching the baby grow, and then getting past viability. Then, you know, so it's like I'm be clenching. And so she was like, well, just remember, if you're not getting blessed right now, then basically you are the blessing for other people. And that's kind of how she said at the beginning. And when she went back, and she's like, let me just make sure I'm saying it right or whatever. And she was just like, you know, you are the good thing that needs to happen to other people. So that's why the good things aren't happening. The good things that you want aren't happening to you. And as soon as she said that, it was just like an eye opener. And you know, I had chills, and my hair was standing up on my arms. Like I literally was I was just sitting there like, oh my gosh. Because at one point, what the world? So at one point, I just felt like, you know, God, what about me? You know, like I feel everybody's like this, and I'm like, I'm slowly coming behind, and I'm like, Lord, you know, I'm ready for some good things to start happening for us or whatever. And good things and things have been happening, so don't get me wrong, but you know, the things that we're wanting, you know, those things that we want at that time. But anyway, so when she said that, it made sense, because I had been praying for God to give me a confirmation on something, you know. And it's so crazy is because when I made the other two videos, and I was just basically saying that, you know, trying to inform others that are outside looking in, helping those around me, and every time she was listening, she was like, yeah, see, you saying help a lot. She said, you know, you are the help that everyone needs right now. You know, God is using you to be able to help, you know, the next person, the next woman. And you know, and I said, that's the whole reason why I even started making these videos, you know, is I wanted to record my journey and then be able to use that as a platform to be able to help other women and so forth, you know. But I didn't know, of course, I was going to be going through all of this. I thought that the first time was going to be smooth sailing. I had got pregnant with my girls for the first try, bam, you know. I didn't realize, and I didn't know that, oh, I was going to have to endure much more, you know. And so like I mentioned before, I am very grateful for this journey, and I'll make a separate video about that, because like I said, I am very thankful and grateful for this particular journey. But anyway, when she said that, it made me appreciate the little temper tantrum that I had. You know, it was like, okay, you see, it's really not that bad, you know, or whatnot. You're gonna pay regardless if insurance, you know, reimburses you right then and there or later, or if you have to fight with them, you still gotta pay it, and you're still gonna get it done. You're only $2,000, well actually $25, because we have to pay storage too, but you're only $2,000 in reality, $2,000 away from actually getting it done, because $1,000 in all, we owe $2,000 or whatnot. And so until we pay that, that's going to cover everything. That's going to cover our visits until I'm pregnant. That's going to cover everything. The anesthesia, it's going to cover everything. It's going to cover all the above except for storage. Once I have a positive pregnancy test, then after that it becomes on your insurance, because of course, you know, being pregnant is covered. So anywho, I'm now in the unlimited plan, so once that hit, then I'll be fine. The other thing that I'm dealing with too now is that my cycle is just retarded. So July, I had a cycle the end of June, and then it went into, of course, July, a day or two into July, and then like July, nothing. You know, we even had 31 days in July, nothing, and then still nothing, and it's August, what, the 3rd? So anyway, it's like, okay, what's going on? It's so crazy, because I'm like, I want this thing to come on. I want it to be on time, so that way, you know, I'll know. But then it's so crazy. My mom had a dream the other night, and she called me and she said, I had a dream about you. I want to make sure you was all right. And I was like, oh Lord. I said, what kind of dream? And she was like, well, I had a dream that you was upset or whatever, and you was crying because everything had to be pushed back or whatever, and stuff like that, about the insurance, and you was upset and stuff like that. And she said in the dream, she kept saying, it's gonna be okay, like, it's gonna happen, so quit whining about it. And it's something that she would say. You know, she has very tough, thick skin, and you know, if, like I said, it wasn't for her and my husband and a couple of my friends, I'd probably be under a rock somewhere. But you know, she has really thick, tough skin, and so she just kind of like, look, it's gonna happen, it'll be all right, move on, you know, quit all that whining, you know, stuff like that. So anyway, I thought it was kind of ironic she had that dream, and I'm sitting here waiting on the darn cycle. I told mom, I said, well, see, I'm waiting on the cycle, so it's gonna be pushed back. She said, well, see, now you know, it's gonna be all right, don't cry, like that. So it was kind of funny. But anyway, like I said, I'm not gonna make this video too much longer, but I thought that was a very good powerful statement that she made to me. And I don't know if she's watching, but I want to just say thank you so much, because she talked and talked and talked to me, you know, and she was like, you know, it's not that it's not gonna happen, it is gonna happen, and stuff like that. And you know, God has you right where he wants you and stuff. Everything has perfect timing, and things that we already know, but of course we have to be told over and over, just like a kid, have to be told over and over and over and over and over and over and over. But anyway, like I said, I really appreciate her saying this, because it meant a lot. So just remember, if the good is not happening to you right now, then you are the good that's for someone else. You're the good. You're doing good, and you're the good. You're the good person for some. You're the good. You get it? You get what I'm saying? So basically, you're the blessing. You're being the blessing for someone else. Okay, so right now. So I would say take that moment to be a giver, a helper. You know, someone that's there for someone while you're waiting for your time. And basically, that's what I got from that. And so I am ecstatic and happy that I am here for you ladies, and that I am able to help. And just know that this journey, once I am done with the IVF journey itself, with the getting pregnant, and once I have a healthy baby, it's not going to stop. I am going to continue to encourage y'all. I'm going to continue to answer questions. I'm going to continue to, you know, just share the emotions, share the journey. I mean, everything. I definitely want to continue to support everyone, you know, because I'm always going to remember the struggle, you know, always going to remember the struggle. So know that you are the blessing and the helpful one for someone else. So I'm going to holler at y'all later. I'm going to get out of here so this video won't be so long. Hope you have a wonderful, blessed, magnificent day and weekend to come, because the weekend is coming up. Today is Wednesday the 3rd, August 3rd. So y'all enjoy and have a good day. Bye. Y'all see my sister just had special than me. Y'all see? The apple don't fall too far from the tree.